Candidates Jennifer Scuteri and Douglas Kiernan, if you would both please take your seats up front. Thank you both for joining us this evening. Can everyone hear us? First question is, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are we going to introduce ourselves?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I do this every year. I screw up one part of it, so thank you. Now, please take time for each of you to make your introductory statements. Jennifer, if you go first, please.
So good evening. Is this working? Good evening. So first off, I just want to thank Bruce Ramsey for his 25 years of service as our town moderator. He's done a wonderful job, and thank you so much to Bruce. Also, thank you to the League for hosting this forum. It's always a great way to better inform our voters. Just as a little background, my husband Jeff and I have lived in Hamilton for 13 years. It's where we raised our 5 children. I've been an attorney for 30 years. I work for the law firm of Goddard, Scuteri, and Delaney. Jeff and I argue over who's the Scuteri on the letterhead. And I practice in the areas of estate planning, corporate, and tax law. And I'm also on the executive board for the Essex County Bar Association. I've proudly served as Hamilton's selectman for the last 6 years, 2 years as chair. And in that time, I've worked very hard. And with a lot of passion and advocacy. And there's probably some issues that some of you supported, and then some issues that some of you have not supported. I've worked very hard to review the facts, the law, and try and make decisions that are in the best interest of our community as a whole. It's a hard job, and being independent is important. So now, why do I want to run as Hamilton's town moderator? I care about the position, honestly, more than I care about me serving in the position. With Bruce announcing that he was running, I talked to many people in town that have town government experience. And when no one stepped up, my husband and I had a heart-to-heart, and I said, you know, if I run, I can no longer be an advocate. I can no longer serve on any other boards and committees. And he was thrilled. I think the removal of my advocacy hat and the placement of my moderator hat will be great for me and the town, and I'm looking forward to putting my advocacy aside and instead focus on process, specifically the great process we call town meeting. Thank you.
Mr. Kiernan.
I would also like to thank the League of Women Voters for hosting this event tonight, and I would like to thank everybody here for coming out and listening to us and hopefully getting to know us. My name is Douglas Kiernan. I moved to Hamilton over the summer in August of 2014 with my wife and my 2 young boys. I was previously on the South Shore, and before that I was living in Manchester by the Sea. I grew up on the North Shore. My mother lives in Magnolia, Massachusetts. I'm very familiar with the area up here, and it's obviously a beautiful place to live and a great place to raise our kids. I'm an attorney. I've been an attorney in Boston for just about 25 years. I currently work for a commercial industrial real estate developer in Boston, and I handle all sorts of work relative to that business. I do litigation relative to land use and zoning. I do work relative to contracts, contract enforcement, collections, and other types of things. I moved to Hamilton because of the excellent school system that we have here in Hamilton, because of the beautiful setting, because of the great recreational opportunities. Every weekend, my family, my kids, and my wife and my dog were out in Willowdale or Tobacco Woods or over in Bradley Palmer hiking. It's a beautiful place. I'm running for town moderator because I'd like to be involved in the town. Again, as a new resident, I thought the town moderator would be a great job for me to come to the job without any preconceived notions, preconceived biases, or preconceived opinions, and to be able to give the folks at town meeting the chance to express their opinions and in a fair and impartial manner. I will be respectful of everyone who wishes to be heard at town meeting. I believe that I can run the town meeting in an orderly fashion, consistent with the rules of order. So thanks very much for coming here, and hope that you vote for me on the 16th. Thank you.
The first question is for both candidates, and Mr. Kiernan, you can go first on this one, please.